Two federal judges have ruled that the Trump administration must continue to provide SNAP benefits during the government shutdown. However, much uncertainty remains this morning. 3 million people across the state, almost 2 million here in the city, rely on the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program to feed their families. For more on all this and the impact to the city, we're joined by the city's Department of Social Services Commissioner, Molly Wasow Park. Great to have you with us this morning, Commissioner. Again, a little more uncertainty this morning, even though we had those rulings by those two judges. Still unclear how quickly these debit cards that beneficiaries use to buy groceries could be reloaded after those rulings, because the process takes 1 or 2 weeks, we understand. What can you tell us this morning in terms of where things stand after those rulings?
Thanks so much for having me this morning. You're absolutely right that there remains a fair amount of uncertainty here. I'm tremendously encouraged by these decisions, but there are two different decisions that differ slightly in the details. I think in all likelihood, what we're going to see is some version of a plan or strategy presented to the courts on Monday. And from then they're going to need to load benefits onto those cards. That could take anywhere from a few days to a little bit longer. Another point of uncertainty is how the reductions in force at the USDA are going to affect this. So I think best case scenario, we are seeing benefits later in the week, next week, and it could be longer than that. I also want to flag that to the extent that this is done using only the federal contingency funds that the United States Department of Agriculture, which administers SNAP, has available, that appears to be less than a month's worth of benefits. So bottom line, while these decisions are tremendously encouraging, we are still treating this like a crisis and really concerned about the 1.8 million New York City residents who depend on SNAP to eat.
Yeah, and Commissioner, tell me about that reality. If you have people here in the city who wake up this morning and probably have no money on that EBT card this morning, if they didn't have anything left over from last month, what does that mean to them?
Right. So there's 1.8 million New Yorkers who receive SNAP. A third of them are children, another third are older adults. So we are absolutely talking about some of the most vulnerable New Yorkers. And this SNAP really is a lifeline to help people who are facing food insecurity. So the city has stepped up. We have put $15 million additional into food pantries. We are doing regular outreach along with our CBO partners to make sure that people know what is resources that are available to them. We are encouraging anybody who is both a SNAP recipient and on Medicare, to make sure that they are screened through the social care networks. These are state-created entities to use Medicaid dollars to address what are known as the social determinants of health, and people can get access to either groceries or medically tailored meals through the social care networks. We are working with our human service partners, the organizations that we contract with, to give them contractual flexibility, making sure that they can purchase food for the clients that they serve through their programs. And there is a tremendous amount of public-private partnership going on as well. We've really heard from so many private entities that they would like to support, and we are working on a philanthropic strategy. All of this is available up on the city's website. Really encourage those who are concerned about food access to go to on.nyc.gov/food resources. There's a full array of what is available to them.
And also, we understand, Commissioner, there's this food map to help people in the city as well. Talk to us about that.
Yep. So there's a link to this on the website that I just mentioned. This is a map of all of the food pantries and soup kitchens that the city works with. There are 700 or so of them, so they are all over the city in many, many different neighborhoods. These are the organizations that the city has put an additional $15 million into their budgets. They had access to those resources as of yesterday, so they are able to purchase incremental food and to meet people's need in the most immediate term.
Okay, Commissioner, we really appreciate your time this morning. We'll put that link back up. That way people have that information.
Great.
If they need it this morning, those who may not be getting their benefits this month, on.nyc.gov/food resources. Commissioner, again, thank you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Let Spectrum News be your resource for balanced, in-depth political coverage, and click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV to learn more about the candidates, where they stand on the issues, and more. We'll see you then.